Hi everyone, this is Bruno Gomes here. Just a little update. This past weekend I was practicing at a track. The car felt great overall, just had a little bit too much steering. I need to reduce steering a little bit, it's too sharp. It's upsetting a little bit the rear end. That's easy enough to do, so no problem there. The engine, I was still, running it rich. I was still finishing breaking it in, but I already could tell that this engine is a beast. And as soon as I started to, close the needles, to tune it a little bit more, the engine, just started ripping, and double jumps right after a 90-degree corner or something like that were pretty easy. The car jumped great, he behaved great across the bumps, pretty nimble, pretty fast. But unfortunately, when I was doing this double jump, simple double jump, not too big, the throttle servo just decided to crap out of me. Granted, these are not branded servos, these are Chinese cheap servos, but I was trying them. I was checking if cheap servos were enough. I already have some highest servos on the way, some DT 1100 I believe. Great quality servos. This time I won't skimp on the servos. Those are a little bit on the expensive side, but they are great. This is my body. These are the colors I've been using for some time. I was using them before I stopped racing. Blue, a little bit of pink and white are my base colors. A little bit of a Punisher here, I think it gives it some character. I don't know if can tell by the camera, but the lighter blue color is actually kind of like an emerald, teal or something like that. I think it turned out relatively fine. This is aluminum tape to protect it from from impacts, from scratching, from the hot exhaust. I used water-based paints on my airbrush. They were pretty hard to dry. They are pretty fragile. I just tried to protect the paint with a little bit of varnish, acrylic paste, to see if it works out. It seems to be working out good. From this next weekend, a week from this next weekend, I'll be having a race, so I'll be testing more seriously this engine, this car overall. I'm sorry. The engine currently has an OS P4 plug. Supposedly it's not the ideal plug. I used it, to break in the engine. It worked great, and I'm liking the stability it gives the engine. Even rich, the engine idles great, pretty stable. It's running good, so I think I'll keep using it. OS plugs are of very good quality. They usually last longer than Rossi plugs or even other brands. They might be a little bit more expensive, but they are great. But this is actually a 7-port engine in a buggy. I'm using 25% nitro fuel, as that's what's allowed here in official competitions, in official races, and I have plenty of power, believe me. So right now, while I was still breaking in, I was, you know, doing more than 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. I still had some fuel to spare, so the engine is actually doing it great. These are actually some old foams that I had lying around. They don't fit the filter very properly, but I'm using this exterior foam from the original filter to seal it properly. As underlined, this is the interior filter. This is just to help seal it, and the exterior filter. I'll be getting some more appropriate filters in the near future, and when I say near future, maybe tomorrow. As I told you, the servos are already on the way. I'm picking them up Saturday. Car worked great. You can see it was in the track. Just look at the front tower. Shock package worked great. I just need to fine tune a little bit to behave, for the car to behave just how I want it to. Wing is, you know, holding up great. It's flexible, so it doesn't break. Never mind the cars on the streets. So this is the heads up. Oh, one other thing I was almost forgetting. You see these plates? These are steel plates. I don't know if you can read actually from T-Work. These are both rear plates, and these protect the chassis a lot in these areas that usually suffer a lot. You know, you can check. This was a new car, first time on the track. Look, the aluminum piece. No, the D piece. This will wear a little bit more. These are the same screws that came in the kit, but this is not a problem. You know, just replace them once in a while. And this is steel, and this helps to protect the chassis a lot. So the car behaved great. I'll be racing on the 12th, and I'll make a quick update by then after the race to tell you how the car behaved. But right now it's my impression that this is the best car I've actually owned. The chassis is amazing. I'm really loving it. So see you next time. Take care.